I'm allergic to bananas, and I've grown out of it because I like bananas, and since then I like slowly like tempered myself against them, I guess, like a little at a time until I can take them again.
Like Princess Bride style. Little
exactly.
Bits. Yeah.
Iocane powder. But you are a man of strength, so you might be counting on that to save you. But you probably knew that I am Sicilian, and no one trusts a Sicilian. Never trust a Sicilian in matters of death. Ha 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 ha.
Doesn't he have a speech impediment where he's like, never trust a Sicilian in a matter of life and death?
A little bit. Yeah. The cliffs of insanity.
He's
climbing that rope. And
that was a really good movie.
That was one of the best. I haven't watched it in so many years.
Oh, I love it. The Princess Bride. We're talking about the Princess Bride. If you guys have never seen the Princess Bride, you need to watch that.
It's actually one of the. You wouldn't think that any of us would like that movie, right? Like it's not the.
Love it.
It's very good.
But it's got Woody's right though. It's got the title of a movie that you would never be like, oh man, I gotta fucking watch Princess Bride.
Even the
like
basic plot line, like saving a princess through, it's almost romantic comedy ish. It's
Rob Reiner. Rob Reiner directs the thing. He's the king of romantic comedies. He's from Harry Met Sally. He is masterful in this.
I had it in my head that Mel Brooks did that. I'm an idiot.
No, but you've got great acting performances from Carrie Yules and who's the gorgeous blonde who I think is one of the most beautiful human beings who's ever existed.
Andre the Giant.
Yes. God, he was sexy.
I'd love to bend his giant ass over.
That blonde, do you think is one of the most beautiful women ever?
Yeah, we've discussed this before. I think that she's one of the most beautiful people who has ever existed.
She's beautiful. She just never stood out to me like that.
She played Frank's wife in House of Cards.
Claire.
She aged well.
Oh,
Claire, if you don't mind, will you watch me as I suck all secret agents?
Robin Wright Penn. All right, Robin Wright Penn in her prime. She's not wearing a spot of makeup, and she is perfection. Beautiful young lady. But yeah, Princess Bride by Rob Reiner, an amazing film. Beautiful, like love story / fairy tale. And there's this great scene where like Carrie Yules is like the dread pirate Roberts, who's like skilled at everything, right? He's a jack of all trades. He's a swordsman and a fighter, and he's intelligent. And then Inigo Montoya is the greatest swordsman in the world, and Andre the Giant is the strongest man in the world. And we got to storm this castle, and they look at the guards, and there's like 50 or 60, and they're trying to figure out how they're going to do this. And Inigo is like, perhaps they could take maybe 10, 15 at the best. And Andre's like, I could maybe take 10 or 15 too. And Carrie's like, even at my best, I could only take maybe 10 or 15, but there are 60 of them. And they got to figure out how they're going to deal with these people. And he comes up with this, really cool plan to get into the castle. They're after the princess. Humperdinck wants to marry her against her will. It's a whole thing. It's great.
It's really a story about rape.
There's a little
Was
rape.
Mel Brooks the old man?
No,
in the
that's
who is that?
Billy Crystal.
Billy Crystal. I'm missing the cameo. And Billy Crystal that's the only thing I've ever seen him in that I didn't hate him immediately.
You didn't like Harry Met Sally.
Like him. I
okay. Have fun storming the castle.
yeah, Billy Crystal sucks.
I love it. They hear Carrie Yules screaming from the torture machine. He's like, that is the scream of unfathomable pain. It's so good. You can hear it throughout the kingdom. It's so loud. I love that shit. Great movie. Great movie.
By the end of The Outsider, Kyle, could you tell that the main detective has a lisp?
No, I don't detect it.
How?
I don't know. I have an ear for this sort of thing.
You both do accents.
People listen.
I have an ear for
in the comments. Do you hear the guy from The Outsider, the main detective guy? Does he have a lisp? He hits his S's and his THs oddly. He doesn't have a full-on speech impediment or anything. Like he's totally.
I think he's just doing his best Southern accent, and it comes out that way. But I don't think it's a lisp or a speech impediment of any sort. I don't detect it, and I've listened to it carefully, trying to detect it. I don't get it. I don't pick it up. I think there might be something wrong with your television.
No, I know it's not. I know it's not that because I have a friend with that exact same thing, where they hit the ashes just
I
enough.
and I
here.
always catch it. There was some YouTube